With what's coming in crypto, you need to be crystal clear on your strategy. To survive this bear and actually earn the bull, your strategy and your mentality have to align. Since I started really diving into this space, I've watched people who have actually made it. And they all have one thing in common. They are brutally honest about how they think and they can accept that they might be wrong. No excuses, zero ego. I've even pushed a couple of step by step and how to videos to the side because I believe you need this more than any tutorial I could drop right now. Today, I'm not here to tell you what to buy. I'm here to help you figure out what kind of investor you really are, what strategy fits your mentality, and how not to cheat on your own plan, whether you're a heavy DeFi, perps trading, or pure spot hodl. And once you see yourself in one of these next two stories, you're never going to look at DCA the same way again. Let's get it. So let me start with two real conversations I've had recently. I've got two friends. One of them is DCAing into a basket of different alts. The other is DCAing into Bitcoin. Different coins, but both of them say that they're running a strategy. For number one, the altcoin guy. Market takes a hit, we get a pullback, and he hits me up like, man, I'm gonna have to stop buying. This dip is stressing me out. Maybe I should just wait till things look better. I was, hey, pump the brakes. And I had to tell him straight up, bro, the whole point of DCA is that you want this dip. You want to buy through the pain so that you could bring your dollar cost average down. If you stop buying now, that's just emotionally buying high. Then I continued to break it down for him. DCA is a continuous conviction strategy. It's built so you don't have to time the bottom. You pick the asset or the basket you believe in long term, you pick the amount, you pick the schedule, and you stick to it. The pain is part of the plan. Once he understood that, he calmed down. He was like, all right, that actually makes sense. And he decided to stay the course. That's somebody getting back to alignment with the strategy he said he wanted. Now, friend number two, the BTC guy. He started DCAing into BTC, regular buys, long term talk, all that jazz until the market dipped. He tells me, I stopped DCAing BTC. I see better opportunities over here. And these other coins are moving opposite Bitcoin. So I'm buying those now. And I had to be the one to tell him, listen, you're not DCAing anymore. That's you rotating into what looks like opportunity. That's more like value and speculative investing. And it can work. Really, it can. But you got to call it what it is. And unfortunately, that's where most beginners get wrecked. They say they're running one strategy, but the second emotions kick in, they slide into a completely different one without even realizing. This video is about that gap between what you say your plan is, your mentality, and whether you're being honest about it and actually understand your strategy and why you deployed it in the first place. So here's a core idea. Every strategy comes with its own kind of pain. DCA has pain, value has pain, momentum has pain, HODL has pain, DeFi Degen has pain. Your job is not to find a strategy without pain. That doesn't exist. Your job is to pick the pain you can actually live with. And the people who last in this game are brutally honest about how they think. They look at their portfolio and say, hey, I might actually be wrong here, making no excuses. There's a difference between learning and just gambling with a nicer vocabulary. If this is hitting a little too close to home and helping you see your strategy a little bit clearer, go ahead, subscribe so you don't miss the next ones. We talk XRP, Flare, DeFi, all of it, but always from this mindset and strategy angle. All right, so let me tell you what these actual mentalities really sound like, and you let me know which one is really you. Let's start with DCA because everybody loves throwing that word around. DCA stands for dollar cost average, and the mentality sounds like this. I believe in this asset long term. I know I can't time the bottom, so I am going to buy a certain amount on a schedule no matter what the chart is doing. The pain that comes with real DCA is simple. You will buy when it's dropping, you will feel like an idiot sometimes, and you will hear people call it dead. And you still press buy because the plan is bigger than today's candle. If you DCA only when it feels good and you stop when it hurts, you're not DCAing. That's you emotionally buying high and calling it a strategy. Now, the truth is, not everybody's built like that. Some of you might be wired to deploy the next strategy. The value or opportunity investing mindset sounds like this. I'm always asking, where is my next dollar best used at right now? Which coin Which ecosystem, which sector is mispriced based on my own research? The pain here is very different. You might sit in something boring while your friend's degen play is mooning. You might hold through chat because your thesis hasn't changed, even though the price action is trash. But the truth is, if your value pick changes every time Twitter changes its mind, that's not value investing. That's vibes with extra step. And now some of you hear this and say, oh, yeah, that sounds familiar. Yeah, that's exactly what I've been doing. Next up is the momentum or trader mentality, especially if you're in perps. The mentality here is I write trends, I follow strength. I get in when something's moving and out when it's over. The pain here is real because you got to take a lot of small losses. You have to endure a lot of stop losses, being wrong often, and you have to be okay with that because your edge isn't being right one time. It's managing that risk over many trades. So if you're a trader, but you never cut losses and you just believe long term on all your bag entries, you're not trading. You're a bag holder in denial. And that's not a river I want to swim in. Now, on the other side of that spectrum is a person who doesn't want to be in every move. And I got to be honest, my XRP army is going to be like, oh, yeah, that's me. You know what I'm talking about? The true hodler mindset. Now, pure hodl and forget sounds like this. I'm buying, I'm tucking it away, and I'm here for the multi year thesis. I am not trying to outsmart every swing. And the pain here? Mm, massive swings, 20 to 70% drawdowns. Watching other stuff pump while you stay in your lane. Boredom, complete boredom. FOMO, to say the least. Now, if you're a hodler and you're checking the price 20 times a day or on every dip, you're not hodling, bro. You're just torturing yourself. And then we have the high activity lane, the more hands on operators. You know who I'm talking about. My DeFi Degens. Now, Degen mode means you're actively deployed in DeFi, rotating between farms, perps, chain hopping, all of that. The mentality here is that you like being in the mix. I like rotating, hunting yield, trying new protocols. I'm okay and accept the moving parts that come along with it. But the pain is real as well. There's smart contract risk, liquidation risk, rugs, APYs dropping overnight. You really need to be constantly plugged in. And if you're treating DGen DeFi like a savings account, that's not a strategy. That's a countdown, buddy. So if you're sitting there thinking, damn, he just called me out, do me a favor and hit the like button so I know that this type of honest breakdown is helping you. And it also tells YouTube that more people need to hear this. Now, let's talk about how all of this shows up in your portfolio coins, DeFi, and perps. In the real world, this shows up in lanes. Some of you spot hodl BTC, XRP, Flare, maybe a couple of other conviction plays. And some of you are DeFi heavy, farming yields, chasing new protocols, living on chain. And some of you live in perps, trading short term all day. And I know for a fact there's a lot of you in the mix with all three. And that's the beauty of decentralized finance. Nobody's handing you a model portfolio. You get to choose your lane. You get to choose your risk and you get to choose your own yield. But that freedom comes with big responsibility. If you're going to be mostly in DeFi, own that. If you're going to be in perps or short term trades, own that. And if you're going to be a boring DCA hodler, own it. This is not about ending up with the same plan. It's about you actually picking a plan you can stick with and can handle emotionally. That way, you can stick with it long enough for it to work for you and your family. And this is where I get to introduce you to my two mantras that I have adopted over the years because they're literally what's kept me alive in this space. My first mantra is SBEB, survive the bear, earn the bull. And it very simply means this: if you can't survive the bear, you simply won't be around to enjoy the bull, period. And that applies to everyone. Whether you're stacking BTC, XRP, Flare, farming in DeFi, or trading perps, if your position size, your leverage, your risk is so wild that one bad move can knock you out of the game, your strategy and your mentality are not aligned. You are, in essence, gambling, not investing. So, SBEB is your reality check. It keeps you grounded. Can this plan actually survive a nasty bear? Or is it just fun when everything's great? My second mantra is just as important. BLW. Be like water. Adapt. Do not panic. Now, be like water doesn't mean changing your mind every day or chasing every new narrative. It means when your thesis truly changes about a coin, a protocol, or even your own life situation, you are flexible enough to adjust without ego. Maybe that means reduce your perps exposure or move into spot and DeFi yield. Maybe it means you realize you're not built for Degen. When you go back to simply DCAing into BTC, XRP, Flare, SUI, HBAR, or any ISO 222 coin out there, that's BLW. That's adaptation, not panic. So SBEB keeps you in the game, grounded, ready to survive, while BLW lets you evolve a plan or a purpose, a viable thesis, so that you're not reacting out of fear. So here's where I land on all of this. I'm not here to tell you what to buy or how to invest. I'm not here to sell you my exact portfolio as the only way to reach Valhalla. What I am telling you is this: the people who tend to make it through multiple cycles are the ones who understand how they think, are brutally honest about it, and they build a plan that matches their mentality, their risk tolerance, and their goals. No excuses. This isn't about being right on the internet. It's about setting yourselves and your families up for a better financial future and surviving long enough in this game to actually see it. So, whatever lane you choose, pick a DeFi bag, Perps trader, spot hodl, or a mix. Choose it with purpose. Have a thesis so that you can accept the pain that comes with it. And always remember to run the SBEB playbook so you can survive the bear and stay BLW so you can adapt when your thesis truly changes. So if you want someone in your corner as we go through this bear and stampede into this new bull, tap the bell notification so you see these videos when they drop. This way, you don't find me after the move has already dropped. And before you click off, do yourselves a favor. In the comment, tell me three things. What lane are you in right now? DeFi heavy, perps trader, hodl, or a mix? Number two, why does this actually fit your risk tolerance and the yield you're chasing? And of course, which mantra do you need the most today? SBEB or BLW? And if you're sitting there like, man, I don't even know what my lane is, that's your signal to binge some of my other videos where I break down how I think about XRP, Flare, DeFi, and everything in between. Start shaping your plan now so you can live a better future. And to help you BLW, I've linked my tutorials playlist in the description below. There you can gain a macro of all the awesome products the Flare network has brought so that we can survive the bear together. If this helped you even 1% get clearer on your strategy, hit the like, subscribe if you haven't already, and send this to a friend who keeps saying they're DCAing, but only when it feels good. Remember, rich is built smart, not with luck. Forever rich, out.